What's up, guys? This is Samuel once again with Jeremiah's Planning, here for another episode of Motivational Mondays. I hope your weekend went well, hope it was relaxed and enjoyable, and I am ready to give you another motivational story for the week. This motivational story comes from someone that you may know or you may not know. His name is Inky Johnson. So for those that don't know, Inky Johnson, he was a collegiate football player. So at the age of 7, he signed up to play football. And each and every practice, he would be relentless. He would do the drills on point. He would work harder. And even to the point that at times when practice was over, he would wait for his mother. And once his mother would arrive, he would ask his mother to turn on her headlights, and he would continue to practice, continue to do drills. Because this young man, he was determined to make it to the NFL. He lived in a 2-level home with 14 other family members. At times, Inky Johnson would have to sleep on the floor with his cousins. And in 2006, Inky Johnson succumbed to a career-ending injury, which completely paralyzed him in his right side. So where the motivation for this story begins is he faced ridicule. There were situations in his life that there were adult figures that have told him, "Oh, what's your dream?" And he would say, "Oh, my dream is to go to the NFL." And they would respond and say, "Well, you can't make it to the NFL because of the area you live in. You're either gonna go to jail or you're gonna end up dead." But for him, that did not deteriorate him one bit. That did not affect him one bit. He was relentless. He continued to strive for greatness. He continued to build his strong work ethic because he was determined to A, make a better life for his family, but B, prove that he could make it to the NFL and he belonged. At the age of 7, he told himself that he was going to the NFL and that he was going to make something of himself, for not only for himself, but for also his family. But what's so interesting about this story is while he was at this different high school, he did not want to stay there. He wanted to go back to the old high school that told him he could not make it to the NFL. So when he came back, he performed so well in his high school career that he received Division I scholarships. The crazy part about it is that when he told others they want to go Division I, they all told him, "No, you cannot go Division I." So that is another thing that added fuel to his fire. Not being told you cannot make it to the NFL, being told you cannot go Division I, it goes to show you he's not allowing words to affect him or determine his future. Fast forward, goes and tackles the wide receiver, hits the wide receiver, ends up hurting himself. When his teammates ask him if he could get up, he says, "No, he cannot get up." So they rush him to the hospital. As he's in the hospital, the doctor said, "We have to do emergency surgery because you're bleeding internally. If we don't, you could die." So the doctors rushed him to do surgery. And once after surgery was done, the doctors told him that you will never be able to play football again. And at first, Inky Johnson said, "That's impossible. I'm gonna play football. I don't care what the doctors say. I'm gonna play football." But because of the right side nerve damage, he was not able to play football ever again. However, he majored in psychology as well as became a motivational speaker for young athletes. And I share this story with you because sometimes your dreams can get derailed, but that should not stop you from continuing to go. It should not stop you from continuing to pursue the life that you've envisioned. Even though Inky Johnson did not make it to the NFL, his ultimate goal was to provide a life for his family that they would not have to worry about their next meal, nor would they have to worry about paying a light bill or paying an electric bill. And that right there, he was still able to accomplish. We all have goals, we all have dreams. Before I leave, I want to leave you with an inspirational quote. And that inspirational quote is, "There is no I in team, but there are two I's in positive. I will be positive and believe in myself, and I will be positive and believe in my teammates." Be prosperous this week and walk in faith.